You look at Facebook and Twitter, you think that everything is good. But I swear I feel pain and like I'm misunderstood. I look around my room and see 3 other beds, calm on the outside, but on the inside I'm losing my head. I'm going bonkers, bananas. I'm losing my grip. It's like trying to stay balanced with one leg and a broke hip. Oh that's the story of my life. Left to Atlanta because New Jersey wasn't right, red lights. I swear I need to pump my brakes. I'm slipping, falling, been sipping alcoholic. Beverages for leverage, temptation constantly calling and I answer. To try to drown away my hurt, I got a job at UPS, but my soul won't work. I need a vacation, victory in the making. It's at the finish line. Dang, wrong road taken. I can taste it, I can smell it, but I feel like Helen Keller, like I'm locked in a box, bottom floor in the cellar. No keys to the lock, combination I don't got, and it's filling up with water, gotta make it to the top, fresh air. To me, that's a Newport. If I lose another race, I'm going to try a new sport. GA for 3 years, 2.5 in a group home with that 6 months of freedom. I swear your brother was too grown. How the hell I get in here? Now I'm trying to get up out. People doubt, but they trout, and I'm going to take a different route upstream. I'm going against the flow. I'm a grenade with the pin out. I'm quick to blow. And if you don't know, now you know. And that was that. Pretty good.
3945 Atlanta's new hip-hop station, man. Pizzo, finessing your radio and going down real serious tonight.
POP stands for Pain on Paper, Poems Over Pistols. One of our missions is basically teaching kids how to redirect that anger, pain, and frustration into writing a poem, a rap, a song, or a short story.
We're here to show you that there's a monster inside of you, and if you don't try to address it, or you don't try to release it, it becomes bigger and it changes you. But you got to start dealing with the thing that's inside of you that hurts you the most.
When I think about the program Poems Over Pistols and how it is actually helping children to curb their anger, most certainly from a clinical perspective, helps children begin to look inside themselves and find alternative ways and knowing that anger is okay. It's not so much that they're angry, it's what they do with it. And how they can take that anger, instead of being hostile, instead of being destructive, they're finding constructive ways to be able to channel that anger.
Before I met Mr. Pizzo, I was really angry. I'm not from here. And I had landed in a group home in Atlanta. I'm from Jersey, so a lot of times I got into it with other people. I was very angry, but Pizzo came in with the program. He taught me how to take that and put that and focus that into something positive. And I was already into hip hop, but then I got into poetry because it's a really nice outlet for my anger and all of that. So it's really helped me. It made me, in the long run, a better man because I was often going off on people that didn't deserve it, people that were trying to help me. And now that I have a place to channel it, it's a lot easier for me.
Pizzo's program, POP, Poems Over Pistols, I think is doing an excellent job. He has broken down anger management into understandable concepts. He talks specifically about how to give themselves a pause so they can make a decision about what they want to do next. It's called a remote control. So he just tells them, do remote control, put them on mute.
Once you're in your stance, once you start 4-count breathing, you shut everything down.
And he even has a particular stance that involves pressure points to help you calm down. You have a particular stance, you look at that person, you put them on mute, and you take control of the situation and decide what you want to do with that.
Well, the baseline process is a process that, when I thought about it and how I came up with it, is that you see kids walking down the street and they bobbing their heads. You see them on the MARTA, which is the train, bobbing their head. They're on buses. They playing music in their head. So I was like, we need to use that. They already doing it, so we need to use it for a more positive, something that helps them, you know what I mean? Because they already doing it.
It's basically when we get the students in the program to when they're in a confrontation, when they're in their pop stance, we get them to mentally create a beat in their head. It could be their favorite song or they can actually create one. And how we practice this, we get 2 students. One is giving the negative feedback, the other one is in the pop stance accepting the feedback, and the one accepting the feedback actually makes the beat in their head.
And once they create that beat in their head, they're setting a tempo. And that tempo is getting them ready for the silent chant to create a bar or create a chant that they can go over to with a rhythm.
Just give them the first thing, type of sound that came to my mind while that was happening.
Right. Just to show them how one simple idea can be you know, a #1 hit song on the Billboard, what I do is I take that mental beat and I create it live in the sessions.
See, he create that beat in his head. Keep going. When he create that beat in his head, see, that's giving you another opportunity to calm down. And this is letting you know how one simple idea can turn into a whole hit record or something that's big. That's how it starts. It starts with one little small idea. One gun can't change the world, but one song can change the world, all right?
I'm most proud of seeing someone like Jordan who never wrote a poem in his life, never even thought. When I first talked to him about poetry, he was like, man, that's lame. Straight up, he was like, I don't do no poetry. And to see him winning Poetry Slam, you know, so to have my hand in helping, you know, young brothers and sisters come up, because I take this serious. Like, I do this because I have a passion to do it, and I discovered that I couldn't understand why I was working in a lockdown facility counseling kids. After I get off the air, they didn't even know who I was. They listened to me on the radio and didn't even know. And then one day they just discover it, maybe like a year after, like, man, why you wasting? It wasn't important. So I'm just passionate about helping, and my piece is no bigger than anybody else's piece. So we all got to put our pieces together to create that picture for the future. That's what a puzzle is all about.
I wouldn't have done the poetry thing, you know what I mean? You know.
It was for Pop.
All right. You want some points? You want some points? Pop helped me. Oh, Pop helped me in everything I did. I wouldn't be the man that I am.
No, you was already the man you are.
Yeah.